to sway. But One World Trade Center's unique design means the wind is not a problem.
This building is tapered at the corners, so that as the wind hits the top, it confuses the wind.
Instead of hitting a broad, flat surface, the wind flows around the tapered corners in a more gentle way, and that reduces the turbulence and the sway. And there's another reason this super tower has so little movement.
The building has so much redundancy of structure and strength of the core of that center spine with concrete supporting it. It naturally is a very, very stiff building.
At its base, where its builders claim One World Trade Center is stronger than any skyscraper ever built, a solution has finally been found to the prismatic glass, which shattered when put to the test.
This is a small sample of the glass, and it's literally 3 layers of glass laminated together, different qualities of glass and thickness for strength and rigidity. But what happens is you get this beautiful quality and beautiful opulence to the glass.
Over the next few months, thousands of panels of glass will cover the entire base of the building. But unlike the curtain wall above, they're not flat. In order to let air in and out of the mechanical systems behind them, the panels open up.
It's not just a skin, but there's a depth to it that gives you the opportunity of being something which is breathable and open and in a way welcoming.
Although this podium glass was not David Child's original vision, he knows that no project as complex and innovative as this can be completed without its trials.
At the end of the day, nobody will recognize all of those trials and difficulties of getting these things all to be solved in a simple building. But to have this building as serene a form as possible was terribly important to me as a designer.
By the summer of 2013, the 9/11 Museum is also on its way to completion, scheduled to open in several months.
Wow, this is so different from when I was here last. It really is beginning to look like a museum. And you can see how huge this space is. It is cavernous. This is an overlook. The first time you get to see the slurry walls, and it always sends chills up my spine. This, to me, is resilience. This is resilience. These are the survivor staircase. Many people within the building use these stairs to get out. They represent they represent those people who were saved.
When people come to this museum and they see the worst of humanity in the attacks that took place, they're also going to see the best of humanity. The first responder vehicles that we have in this museum, they are so powerful because they tell the story of the sacrifice and selflessness of so many. And I think for our children, for people from around the world, knowing that, it's a comforting thing.
Just before winter descends on the New York harbor, a barge makes its way down the Hudson River, past the Statue of Liberty. It is carrying precious cargo. The first 9 sections of the One World Trade Center spire. It has taken a month for them to make their way from Quebec to their final destination, Ground Zero. The next morning, the heaviest piece, the 67-ton base, is lifted to the roof. 1,368 feet.
It's nice to be a part of it. Finally, we're reaching it, and it's symbolic. Everybody knows that, so I'm excited and proud to be here.
Over the next several months, the remaining 15 sections of spire are lifted to the top of the super tower and assembled.
It just means the world. It's a major step forward. It's, you know, it just puts everything back to where it should be.
And finally, the last 2 sections of the spire, including the beacon, are lifted to reach a symbolic 1,776 feet. For the thousands of workers who built this tower, it's a moment to savor.
When it was bolted into place, the construction workers and everybody on the roof spontaneously broke into cheers and applause. It was a breathtaking moment.
On the 12th anniversary of 9/11, construction at One World Trade Center is almost finished. Ground Zero is nearing completion. The end is in sight.
Yeah, it's going to be one hell of a landmark, you know, because you can go back, point it out to your kids or your grandkids someday and say, I worked on that, I helped build that building, you know.
Already people are visiting here from all over the world. Soon, they will work here. Life has returned to Ground Zero.
People will know intuitively where they are when they come here. They'll know what was here. They'll know the loss that is here. And yes, you still feel that loss, but it's a place of healing.
In years to come, this sacred ground will take on new meaning that we can't now foresee. But the way Ground Zero has been designed and built makes one thing certain. What happened here will never be forgotten.
This NOVA program is available on DVD. To order, visit shoppbs.org or call 1-800-PLAY-PBS. NOVA is also available for download on iTunes.
Top 10 tallest buildings in the world. Number 10. Willis Tower. It was also acknowledged as Sears Tower. It is positioned in Chicago, United States, and was assembled in 1973. It is 442 meters tall and entails of 108 floors. Number 9. Xifeng Tower. It was erected in 2010. It is 450 meters tall, to be graded as the 9th tallest building in the world and the 3rd tallest building in China. It is positioned in Nanjing, China, and contains of 89 floors. Number 8. Petronas Towers 1 and 2. They are positioned in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and were assembled in 1998. They comprise of 2 pylons that have the same altitude as they are 452 meters tall, and they comprise of 88 floors. Number 7. International Commerce Center. It is positioned in Hong Kong and was erected in 2010. The building is 484 meters tall and involves of 118 floors. Number 6. Shanghai World Financial Center. It is the 6th tallest building in the world and the 2nd tallest building in China. It was built in 2008 and is positioned Shanghai, China. It is 492 meters tall and it contains of 101 floors. Number 5. Taipei 101. It is positioned in Taipei, Taiwan, and it was constructed in 2004. This building is 509 meters tall and its name is derivative from the number of its floors as it entails of 101 floors. Number 4. One World Trade Center. It is the 4th tallest construction in the domain and the 1st tallest building in the United States. It is positioned in New York City, United States, and was constructed in 2013. The building is 541.3 meters tall and comprises of 104 floors. Number 3. Macca Royal Clock Tower Hotel. It is the 3rd tallest building in the domain. It was built in 2012 and is situated in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. The turret is 601 meters tall and contains of 120 floors. Number 2. Shanghai Tower. It is the 2nd tallest building in the world and the 1st tallest building in China. The tower was assembled in 2014 and is situated in Shanghai, China. It is 632 meters tall and the amount of its floors is 121. Number 1. Burj Khalifa. It is positioned at the top of the list and is ordered as the 1st tallest construction in the world. It is placed in Dubai, United Arab Emirates and was authoritatively opened in January 2010. It is 921 meters tall.